Madume beautiful people, lebitso la ka ke nna Lemohang. Jwalo ka ha le hopola go tsatsing le lana ke letsatsi la le Bishop Zondo a neng a tlameha hore ebe o hlahelletse makgotleng a dinyeweng jwalo ka ha e le di 12. Senepeng mono jwalo ka ha le bona hore mmoka wa hae o no postile he hore we are filling up Sebokeng Regional Court today without fear. We are fearless Zondo fired generation. Ya ba fihla he o fearless one is my name. Archbishop Zondo is my father. Archbishop Zondo the second. Motho a postileng ditaba tsena na ke salvation. Jwale ho no sena comment nako ke neng ke tsa screenshot ke 7 hours ago. Ana sena se ka o ruta o le motho go batho ba kgathetse go commenta dinthong tse senang kelello tse senang moelelo tso sa tsebeng hore na kahle ho etsala jwang ba ntseng ba e defenda ka for ba e thabela nthwena ke ba phetseng hantle ka dikelellong kapo jwang. Jwale ha ke ntse ke re ke makaletse mahlabisa ditlhong ana se ke re jwang le video yo phethene a entseng mo a neng a khoba ma rivers of living water se matshwafo hona teng ka taba ya court ya letsatsi la kajeno ha re mo jeng ka tsela.
Yes, dumelang ke le dumedisa kaofela mo le shebileng le le teng. Ke ananela tlolo ya ntate Archbishop Zondo le mmema Archbishop Zondo le di protocol kaofela they are observed. Now I'm coming to you live because I just want to give a brief feedback of what transpired today in Sebokeng Regional Court when we went there to support our father Archbishop Zondo for all the allegation or the accusations against him by those people that were working for him in the church and those he employed, or should I say employed, yeah. Now I'm giving just a brief feedback so that you guys should not wonder or hear other news, because you know people when they hear the news they change them, and I'm referring to this group of people like Lemohang Mokoto. Lemohang Mokoto has created a YouTube account where she's talking, and everything that she is saying there I hear says, yeah, whatever Lemohang Mokoto is saying in her own YouTube account is what she heard people saying. She's never been to court. She's never attending the court proceedings. Now, I went to court in the Sebokeng Regional Court today to support my father and Archbishop Zondo for all the accusations. Now, I went wearing like this, you know. Don't be offensive when you see me wearing this regalia of the African National Congress. The thing is, I'm the one who's doing the branding for all the vehicles in Northwest and in the Northern Cape for the African National Congress. You know those vehicles that goes like vote ANC. Yeah, ANC is not the government in waiting. It is the government in action. Now let's leave politics. The reason I was wearing like this today was just to represent my party, and also I'm having a tender from the African National Congress. So why? So I cannot be convinced by other parties if they cannot pay me. ANC is paying me. It's giving me money. Now, I want to come to the court proceedings. I have a problem with this woman by the name of Lemohang Mokoto. She's never into the court, but she circulates false news, fabricated news. That's what she's doing. If you have not been into court, and then you ask people what transpired in court, they will never give you the right thing. They will only give you what they heard. And at times, the way they had what they had might be wrong. And then you go and give the people the fabricated news. Everything about Lemohang, Malahla Mokoto, everything about Mabochobocho, everything about Mokoto, Lemikotonyan is fabricated, because they never, ever, ever have the right information. They never have the right information. They just hear people saying and they pass it on and then spread it just to tarnish their name. And the way they address Tate Archbishop Zondo every time they are talking about him, that is a defamation of character, and they are about to dance for the music they started. The way they address Tate Archbishop Zondo, it's totally uncalled for. The way they talk about him in the in their YouTube accounts and in whatever the video or the voice clips they are creating is totally uncalled for. Now, I want you to understand this. We went and Tate Archbishop Zondo pleaded not guilty in all the counts, and you must know that you are not guilty until proven guilty. You are not guilty until proven guilty by court. And it's not for the first time such false allegations are happening to Tate Archbishop Zondo. They happen to other people as well. And from the times of the Bible, there were false allegations against Joseph. He was mistakenly thrown into prison, and it's not going to happen with Tate Archbishop Zondo. Monarchy South Africa. Now, we went there, and we really appreciate the support. I saw Bakhetwa. They came in numbers. They came in numbers. And what we are saying is that do not rush to run around making false, fabricated news and sending it to the people. Everything about these accusations is false. And what gives me confidence is that there is no evidence in all the so alleged cases that has been brought before the court. I went there and I was listening very carefully, and the state itself does not have a case. Listen to me. The state does not have the case. Because in the first place, Tate Archbishop Zondo was never arrested. Now, the people are running around with false information. He was never arrested. He does not know how the prison cell looked like. He was only summoned to court because the state has had to calculate the risk they can take in arresting a person of his caliber. Now, at times you must be very much careful who you insult. You must be very much calculative what you say about other people. Now, I want to make this clear. What Lemohang Malahla Mokoto is doing, spreading every time what she heard about, and in a manner that is not even true, she will end up facing a lawsuit. And we are not in a hurry. We are just giving the court its time to deal with whatsoever the cases which are brought before the court, which lacks evidence. Because you must understand that the court has to prove beyond reasonable doubts. Because Ntata Bishop Zondo has pleaded not guilty. And then according to the investigations must come with their findings, and not only their findings, they must also come with the evidence, and a tangible evidence. Now what I'm bringing to you is that we went to court to support Ntata Bishop Zondo, and we have the confidence because now we know the contents of the matter. We know what is transpiring every time we go to the court of the law. And we know that we have confidence that the state does not have the case. And what surprises me is that this is a system. It's a system. Now, these people are working together. The very same people which are in High Court are working with this one. Now, it's a system and a group of particular people that are coming on board. Every time there's a court appearance, you see these people and you can tell that these people are working together, and everything that they are doing, it has been cooked. And let me tell you, batla itshola hobane ke bona ba ipeile, or should I say ya ipeileng o tla itshola. Now the court has not reached any conclusion by now. The court has not passed any verdict. The court has not come to, there's nothing actually that is tangible that the court has for now. Now, do not be confused by the people which are making noise. Do not, but now, moya ke wa paseka, ke paseka fela. Now we are concentrating on the Passover because moya ke wa paseka. Tseding tsena e kare ha di re fe kelello, because rona kelello ya rona e kae e pasekeng, moya ke wa paseka, ke paseka fela. Now, not very long, after a few hours, you will be hearing Lemohang Malahla Mokoto speaking things that she's not even sure of. You know, things without tangible evidence. And I don't believe, how can people be so stupid to believe things that that does not have proof? Now, let me bring it to you that in court, we are dealing with people that has no evidence at all. They do talk, and at times when they talk, they sound very good, convincing, but there is no evidence for whatsoever the allegations they are bringing before the court of law. Now, they are lying under oath, they are changing the statements, and then the right time will tell. What I'm saying to the people is that after the court has proven that Archbishop Zondo is not guilty, how are the people going to clear his name? How are they going to clear his name? You are quick to judge. You are quick to spread news. Now, this has come to where we wanted it to be. It has come to the court. Now, for the people to be insulting, to be shouting, and then to be going on YouTube and speaking bad of Archbishop Zondo, whereas the matter has been brought where we wanted it to be all along, because these people have been saying things, and we said no. The court will prove beyond reasonable doubts that who is right and who is wrong. Now, while we are waiting for the final verdict of the court, now here are the people, just to show that these people are having personal matters. You understand? Now, these people actually hate the Archbishop Zondo. And now they are claiming to be Christians, hating him with passion, calling him names, and that is not a Christian conduct. Christians should not behave the way these people are behaving. Now, and they go on radios, they go on YouTube, they created YouTube like this bloody fool, Lemohang Mokoto, a bloody fool, unlearned bloody fool. And she said it with her own mouth that she never went to school. She never completed her studies, even the matric. She never went to matric. But she's got the audacity of insulting the Archbishop Zondo in her YouTube account. And she's going to face difficulties. And even if there are no steps that the Archbishop Zondo can take against those who are insulting him, heaven will act on his behalf. And they will experience calamity. They will experience perplexities. They will experience disaster. Because this is out of anger, hate. You understand? Whatever they are saying, the matter has been brought before the court. The court will give the final verdict on the date to determine if there is a case or there is no case. And by the look of the things, the state does not have the case. You understand? And we cannot assist the state to build a case. No. Their findings are all wrong. These are only false allegations. You understand? Now, if you say, how do I know if these are false allegations? It's because I am attending the court, and during the court proceedings, I listen. And the very same people which have brought this before the court are lying under oath. Are lying under oath. Now, I'm not really bothered by whatsoever. The only thing is that I say to these people who have created their own media houses, opening YouTube accounts, Lemohang Mokoto, and Mokoto himself, Mokoto, and Mabochobocho, Poopelis, and whatsoever. Stop spreading news that are not true. Stop spreading news to insult the Archbishop Zondo. You will find yourself in a very unpleasant conditions. And if the Archbishop Zondo cannot open a case or sue you, if he does not act against what you have done, speaking bad of his name, heaven will stand. And that one, you won't be able. You can see that some bakula, some matsatsia bona badula, their days are numbered. You understand? I'm not trying to mislead you or say something that does not exist. What I'm saying, that whatever the complaints, whatever the allegations have been brought before the court of law. Now, it is up to court to decide. Now, the investigations are made. Now, we cannot conclude whereas the court has not given its final verdict. But I saw by paying pizza. Now, during the process of this, it is hurting not because the matter is before the court. It is hurting for what people are saying, the insults they are yielding. It's very much because now, how are you going to fix this after this has been dealt with? When the court has proven beyond reasonable doubts to say, Ntatash Bishop Zondo, you are not guilty. What are you going to do? Including Baruti Balona Baratan Sel. Bayamandi Pulpitically Ntatash Bishop Zondo. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Because the matter is now coming to the end. Very soon, we will know. And we know that all things work together for good for all those who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. And in the Dutch Bishop Zondo, it had to. There was no other way. Ya hore ene e ka be ska mohlai ha ne hlaetse mauthuauthuane fela wa moruti ka bashwele ha ne hlaetse mauthuauthuane fela wa moruti. I am reading your comments, and some of them I will read and some of them I will skip. Yeah. Now, you must understand this, that this matter has been brought before the court, and whatsoever you hear outside is invalid. Whatever you hear people are saying, and then you whenever people are saying, uba mamele hore ba bua ka moya ofe. Tsela eo Lemohang Malahla Mokoto a addressa Ntata Bishop Zondo le bo Poopelis le bo Mokoto ka teng, that is totally unchristian. Le ha motho ka mohloya, but you don't call such names. And I want to tell you and to assure you, let us skuma leo le slabayo, let us skuma, let us thola nto e batlang. Even though ikeke ya ba hore le tliswa pela makgotla a dinyewe, but let me tell you, I'm not a prophet, but 2024 won't end well with most of you. Lemohang Malahla Mokoto, wena Mokoto le Mekoto e kamra hao le wena Mabochobocho, let me tell you, I am a poro feta. My 2024 won't end well with you. And haona matata le hlaselang, but karabo e tswang ho Modimo, it will make you miserable. And you are already miserable. You could have saved yourself. Now, the matter is brought before the court, and the witnesses are there. And now those witnesses are accompanied by Mokoto, Malahla, Lemohang Mokoto, Satan, and those people. Now you must understand, when the matter is brought before the court, whatever you say does not add anything. Whatever you say butters no bread and it milks no tea. Joale, the reason I make this video is for us to understand in general, or the matter is brought before the court and the court will decide. Mar ntwe makatsang gore hona le bana ba tsamaisang ditaba bana ba emi mona ba re morendeni group ya morendeni ba re the magistrate wa mo high court o ile a botsa, what does this name morendeni means? Ba re mororiseng, mare ba rorisa mang? Ka baka la gore there is nothing positive these people are saying. Have you ever heard that they were having a crusade somewhere preaching for the people? No. Have you ever heard them just going live on the YouTube channel preaching the word except for calling other people's names? No. Now, what kind of movement is this? Can you really call it a Christian movement where they only discuss about other people and plot the downfall of other people? And What they have plotted against that Archbishop Zondo will never succeed. Will never succeed. And le ha ba re ba rapela modimo o feng o seng wa tshwarelo wa lerato wa o amohela batho ba bang. This is devilish what they are doing, and it's continuing to be devilish, and it will never change. Their intention is to discourage the people from coming to church, from giving in the church, from being committed in the church. That happened by the time when the walls of Jerusalem were rebuilt. There were Sanballats and there were Tobias, which were discouraging the people from working, because they see that the wall is rising, is going up, and now they want to discourage the people from working. And some people can be discouraged by weak-minded. When I'm about by weak-minded, people which are not rooted in the word of God, people which are not rooted, and they don't know that such things do happen to people. False allegations of rape do happen to people. And when people want to bring you down, they will accuse you of such things. Now, my argument is that the matter has been brought before the court. So what is the problem? What is the use of running to YouTube, running to just going and insulting, deforming the character of someone? It's a personal vendetta. These people just hate that Archbishop Zondo, except for the matter that there are allegations that are brought before the court. They just hate him. When you hate a person, you hate him. And you are very good in pulling one another down. And at times it doesn't matter about attack. Sometimes umakala fela or watekwa ke kind of people. Baswana lebo Lemohang malahla Mokoto. Harutea uhlamona ka hloempe antsa le jwalo. Mabochobocho. I thought that the salary tsa bona di ba etsetsa something. Those people, they are still looking for help. They need help. Bo Poopelis wa bona Poopelis matsatsi ana ha sa rwala kepisi. Kepisi rwala ene. Ha sa rwala kepisi motakolo. Sa ipata ka kepisi vele. Ha sa rwala kepisi se rwala ene. Just be careful who you provoke. Just be careful what you do. Okay. Let's agree on this one at least. The matter has been brought before the court. Isn't that enough? Isn't that enough? The matter has been brought before the court. It is the court that has to deal with the investigations and bring about the evidence. And without the evidence, you cannot be sentenced. Without a tangible evidence, you cannot be sentenced. Regardless of how good you sound. But there are people that are good in lying. I know liars. I know people who can lie. I know people who can bring about false allegations and sound very much believable. You can believe. But now, we don't want people who know how to talk. We need the evidence. There's no evidence at all. There's no evidence. Now, Lemohang malahla Mokoto, I don't know if she's trying to create an evidence. You know, once the matter has been brought before the court, there are some people which are instructed not to say anything. Because the more they talk, and an innocent person who only hears ditaba, you are hearing the news. Don't run after news that you don't know. People, and the news is on the whatever hamors, Yeah. Regalia ena ya ka le yona. Now, people are selling news. Whether they are fake, they don't care. They are just selling the news. Now, what Lemohang Malasa, Mokoto, Mokoto, Lebo Mabochobocho, they wanna sell news. They don't care if it's fake. That is why if Lemohang Mokoto is an official media house, she must come with her own camera and apply because bo NCA News, they are applying for Bajen. If she's an official media house, she can apply and come and not ask Bafutsana nyana banze ba ba romela mane ba ba fa di food parcel ba bona ba le ba putswa mane ba tsama ba lo fa bo Lemohang Malahla Mokoto ntho tse ba batlang ho di because ba thotse di food parcel ba fuwe le thonyana ba bona hore ba putswa ba fuwe di kipanyana le di hamper. Those are spreading false news. Let us wait for the court verdict. Let us wait for the court verdict and stop spreading fabricated news. And we are not even bothered. Le ha ke le mona ke dutse Riviera on the Val. Ana jwale ke dutse mo Riviera on the Val, ke shebile Val River. Yes. We are not bothered at all. All I'm saying is that you people who believe everything that we hear, le mataka mrabo le Mohammalahla Mokoto wa Mokotoi. Now, you are not doing justice to yourselves by believing things that you don't have evidence for, by the things that the court has to deal with. No other institution can deal with this except the court of law. And runaka mo re a rapela and moya ona ke wa paseka fela. And ka baka la hore these things di utlwisa rona balatedi bohloko. You may be affected by our prayers. Zamalo ba botsa ba ile ba nyobokana le dipono tsa bana ba modimo ka rabebele tsa mo lo botsa Soulo o ile a qetella ka Soulo bile o ile a thuswa ke hore he repented, otherwise na tlo bona mmae, because modimo na mo botsa fela hore why are you persecuting me? Now these are people which are persecuting and prosecuting. Wala re ya moya ke wa paseka ke paseka fela e kholo karaval e kholo ka ra Gauteng e areneng a 16,000 seater, the church that has never been in the southern hemisphere. Kopa don't try to be politically correct. This is my regalia, the African National Congress. Ke ne ke apere ka shekulena ke bana batho ba ntumedisa bana ha o ka apara o dumediswa haholo. Why o dumediswa ha o apere because we are the government in action, not in waiting. And let me tell you, the ANC shall govern. The ANC lives. And then happy from 2009 e sale re branda dikoloi tsa ANC e re fa mosebetsi le hana jwale my partner o ile a hlokafala ntate Moruti Mpholo Pitso Mpholo, he passed on. And then what happened is that we used to do the brandings of the car, of the ANC vehicles, to say vote ANC. Now who says all the vehicles in the Northern Cape and in the Northwest. Now it's a tender that I've received from the ANC. Jwale ka nnete nke ke be ka canvassetsa party e something chelete ke lefatshe mona se a mmao tja. So msebetsi ha o fuwa ntate o buela company o sebetsang ho yona. Lemohang Malahla Mokoto letsatsi la hao le yatla ene halitli ka motho. Lemohang malahla Mokoto. Mokoto, Mabochobocho, le Kgosheletsane, le bo Poopelis. Your day is coming. I'm not a prophet. Ha ke moporo feta. Mara 2024 won't end well. And if I be a man of God, it shall come to pass. Lemohang malahla Mokoto. Ke qetella ka mantswe. Lemohang malahla Mokoto. Mokoto. Poopelis. Sizakele. Le crew eo ya lona. Ha ke moporo feta. But if 2024 e kare ha e fela e be ntse ho le hantle ka lona, then I give up. Mark my words. Mark my words. Ha ke moporo feta. Empa this group entleke around July. Hona le ntho le tla utlwelang. E sa etswang ke motho, e entsweng ke Modimo. Ka baka la hore a kekebe a thola. Le ntse le hlekefetsa ba Kreste. Your intention is to persecute and prosecute the Christians. Empa matsatsi a soka a ya kae. Seo le se jetseng le tla se kotula. Hobane ha se hore ke lona fela le rapelang, haebe le a rapela, le rona re a rapela. And ha se hore ntho tseo le di etsang le tseo le di buang ka ntate Archbishop Zondo ka di YouTube di a re thabisa. Re utlwa bohloko. The matter has been brought before the court. Is that not enough? Ke rapela Modimo hore a dile ka lona before 2024 e fela. Ho tla buiwa ntho e nngwe ka lona. And if not so, tla be ke sa rapele Modimo, tla be ke rapela Satan, as you suppose. Empa ha ke rapela Modimo, ha o bonahale, may God judge between me and you. Hore le ha the matter has been brought before the court, it is the court that has to deal with the matter. You still continue insulting the Archbishop Zondo. This has to do now with yourself. It's no longer about the victims. It's no longer about batho ba utlwile bohloko. It's about you guys. Because if it was about the victims and whosoever that alleges the court is dealing with the matter. The matter has been brought before the court. Empa lentse le tsweletse pele le rwaka le tla skoma le slabayo. Ke dutse vale. Haeba ha o khole hore ke dutse vale he. If o sa dumele hore ke dutse vale, ke vale mo. Wa ba? Ke vale mo. Ha o sa dumele hore ke dutse vale. Ke metsi man. Ke vale mo. Ke metsi. Ke mo metsi. Ke mo metsi. And o ska etsa hore ke qetelle molaetsa wa ka hore ke mo metsi. Tla o bitsetsa cousin ya ka Prophet Kanci. A tlo bolela hore ha qetella verse ya hore ke mo metsi. Wa addressa yang motaba a zamang homo ntshantho ngare ngwa etsa. Now listen, the matter has been brought before the court and the court proceedings are continuing. And then this matter of today has been postponed to the 22nd of July 2024. 22 July 2024. Now, meanwhile, rona re a tsamaya re ya Pasekeng. Moya ke wa Paseka, ke Paseka fela. A go re join Amana Rivers of Living Waters Ministries ka ko Unitas Park ka di 29 ka di 30 ka di 31. 29 ke Friday, tla be re na le ditshebeletso. Saturday tla be re na le tshebeletso. Sunday tla be le Holy Communion. Ha go re join ha ona Paseka e nngwe eo e tla be le kgolo tjeka e tla be re na le yona ka Unitas Park. You must listen and you must mark my words. I am telling you, hore moya ke wa Paseka, ke Paseka fela. 64 branches will be under one roof. People are coming, and the politicians will be there. Ntate Archbishop Zondo made it clear hore o tla ba rapella political parties. Ha o le wa ANC, o tla bo o serviwa ke rona group ya ANC. Ha o le Mokoto wa Sizwe, o tla bo serviwa ke ba Mokoto wa Sizwe. Ha o le EFF, o tla bo o serviwa ke bane he ba EFF, eat for free, ba tla ba o serve man he. But we'll be having different political parties, labor act, but more than all the political leaders. As far as I know, Panyaza Lesufi has already confirmed or Utlabale Evertoni, then Hotla confirm or Utlaba Aleting Leka Ishta. Then the ANC Viva, Tlaber Leka Mani, Yakopa Harkopaning, Rekopaning Rebonting Hore, Kerona. And then Lebam Controversies where you are welcome, and then the EFF you are welcome. Tlaber Mani, Rivers of Living Waters Ministries, Unitas Park, the church that has never been in the southern hemisphere. Kadi 29, kadi 30, le kadi 31. Hobane moya ke wa Paseka. Ke Paseka fela. Tlabe re kopane mo. Ke kopa hore o ska wa etsa phoso ya o satle. Ka baka la hore Ntate Archbishop o tla ba rapela di politicians. Tla be ke le mo, I'll be representing my party, and then I believe that Ntate Panyaza Lesufi o le a confirm hore tla ba le teng mane ka Paseka. I think because it tla be le Paseka e kgolo le mo president wa naha Cyril Ramaphosa a ka ba teng. Hobane le bontate Jacob Zuma ba tla ba le teng, le bontate Julius Malema, or the representatives of different parties will be there. Wena Lemohang Malahla Mokoto, ke a o kgalemela. Le wena Mabochobocho, le Mokoto le Mekoto, ke a le kgalemela. The matter has been brought before the court. Le ska la batla o ipitsetsa tshwene le ka morata. Thank you for your time. And man is up. Bye-bye.
O a tjhesa mollo, o a tjhesa a ya tjha matemona. Mabeta Zondo le madinyane ya hae Bophetheni ba holetsa social mediaeng ke sono. Ha o kopua tshwarelo ho batluwa ho itswa PC, ha o bui ka boikgomo so bona Phetheni ko be hantle. Ha o bui ka boikgomo so bona bo buang ka bona. Re bua jena bana ba batho ba utlwisitswe bohloko ke Zondo. Jela ha ke tsebe na o lebelletse hore re nne re mo pholle marama tlasa mabaka feng ile ana betsa ena leng e betere. Video ena ha ke re ke mametse ko re Lemohang Malahla Mokoto e bitswe ka makgetlo a mangata bona bo ha esale mona, like ha o se bona o nthabisa jwang ha o ntso mpitsa jwalo, o nthabisa hona ho ha esale. Sena se nruta fela hore ai ha o je dithewelang. Jwale bana ba modimo ehlile ha ba emise ho nna ba ntse ba nehela ba emise ho ya mono bane ke ha Satane. Zonto ha rapele modimo o rapela Satane. Jwale language ya hao wena Phetheni le ya Moporo ha ona mo difapaneng. Moporo language ya ile ba hore watch the life of Mokoto na e tlo tla ipeta ha kae ya peta life ya Ntate Mokoto. Jwale o bua language e tshwanang le yona eno ya Moporo, nonyana tsa siwa leng di fofa mmo. Nna ke a o tisetsa ke a o hlapanyetsa selemo sena se tlo fela ke ntse ke le jwalo ka ha o mpona tjena. Ha ona le letho lena lo ntsong o le bua o le ka sa ho ntshosetsa le tlo tla le etsahala bophelong ba ka, never. Jwale Bafutsana a rone bohloki ba rone ha ke tsebe na bo le jaha le fihla kae hore na re shebahala jwang. Re la ka ra kopa eng mahalone Phetheni letho ho setseng ho phela ena Zondo ke mabeta ke leshodu ke molloi Satane qobo lwakhe Zondo. Jwale nna se ka batla ba ntshosetsa social media mona ka hore makgotla wa nna wa re makgotla ha itjha wa team. Ha o feta mono o so itlosa ditlhong ka hore haeba makgotla ke keng a ba pass modimo o tla e sebetsa. Modimo e re mo rapelang ha se modimo ya dumellang hore batho ba bang ba utlwise bohloko ba bang ba se ba utlwisa bohloko. E re le lo re loya e re le lo re loya ene meriana eno ya lona ke be ya sebetsa e hlotswe le sitwa ke hore hlehle le etse ona jole tshintho ya lona le palletswe ke eng ha qeta o ferekane phetheni o tshwara mona o tshwara mane o batla go bapisa Zondo le bo Josefa eng ebileng ha se mohlolo ka ena o na di etsa a le mong ha ke re ka bona mo thusa ho beta o no mo thusa ho lwa wena ya hao thupa e ka metsi ke a tia ke a hlapanya tse tlang di bile ke bona ka re di ba le rutho language ya hao e hlile sia motho di diputso tse telele haholo hore na wa ikama ka leshome le sena motso ha kana kana monna modimo o tseba eng o no le kae ha dintho se di etsahala ha o tswa o nna le mama lahla mokoto a re di gakgateng comment section ba ratuwa ke le rata ka ho fela 40 ke le thanta